Hey guys, Novaexplosion. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the hard mode playthrough. I was in the mood to play some FF7R, and here we are yet again. I cut the last one short as we arrived in Cosmo Canyon, but this time, we're gonna knock out the Cosmo Canyon story stuff in one fell swoop. I think I fell a little bit short because the mushroom quest took a little bit longer, but this time we're gonna actually knock out, like, Cosmo Canyon story stuff here. I think you guys are for resting, but I don't really... Actually, Cloud's like a little bit down on MP, but he should be fine. We also don't need to worry about that piano. But yeah, let's, I think we're following, Red 13, wherever he's at. Let's get on with it. Yeah, there's a marker, like, right there. Probably have to go up this way, actually. That would make sense. Hey! Who are you saying hey to? That's a materia shop, don't need that. I mean, all the materia I have is kind of all I really need to finish this game. Ah, the accessories vendor. My favorite of all the vendors. Yeah, okay, this looks like the right way. I remember climbing up this mountain.
I was born and raised here, in this canyon. I was to become a watcher of the Veil like those before me, until I was taken by Shinra. Now that I'm home, and have repaid my debt to you, I plan to serve my village once more. I appreciate all that you've done for me. Thank you.
We're really gonna miss you, Red.
Oh, don't say that. You're only making this harder. I mean, I wish we had more time, but this is my duty.
I suppose it was your duty to act the old man.
I wanted you to treat me as an equal, not a dog.
Nana, is that you, my boy?
Coming!
His face.
So, was that goodbye?
Nah, I'm sure we'll see him around the canyon. The real question is, why'd we come here? To learn the secrets of planetology. Come on!
Can't forget that materia!
As for me... that'll do.
Oh,
Steal
you...
some shut-eye, if you don't mind.
You foolish cat.
Then we can see the sights.
It's gonna be awful for Kate Sit's neck. Good thing he's a robot. He's probably not gonna feel the crick on his neck because he's a robot, but can you imagine if he was a real cat? That'd be, like, mighty painful. Alright, there are a lot of Queensblood players here, as there always are in new towns of this game, but I don't care to play Queensblood. Probably ever for the rest of this hard run. Watcher 2B. Let's go hit that up.
Lift your gaze to the heavens. Since time and tell me, is it better to spread the teachings of planetology?
No spreading the teachings. Keep it all under the wraps. They don't call them secrets of planetology for nothing. I'm just saying. Pick me up. Ba-na, ba-na-na-na-na. Cosmo Canyon is really nice. This game is so beautiful. Such a great looking game. This may be my least favorite region, but the reason it's my least favorite is because exploring it is not that fun, but it's mighty gorgeous. I mean, all the areas are, to be honest. To be fair, rather.
Oh, these are the friends I was talking about.
Thank you for looking after Marmaduke. My name is Bugenhagen. I teach planetology here in the canyon. One could say I know a thing or two about our world.
A thing or two? I doubt there's a thing or two you don't know about it.
Well, it might seem that way to a child like yourself.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm 48.
40 what?
Nanaki here has a long life ahead of him. In human terms, I would say he's about 15 or 16 years old.
That's more than old enough. I can protect our Vale and everyone in it. Which is more than I can say for my good-for-nothing father.
Speaking of the members of our little community, have you announced your return to one and all, Nanaki?
Not yet. Be right back.
But where are my manners? Please, come in and have a look around.
I can't believe Tifa was the only one that had like a reaction to Nanaki's age. Cloud and Aerith are just like, yeah, sure, checks out. There's nothing weird about that. Oh man. Hello there. These plants would put Aerith's house to shame. This is like, this rivals the beauty of Aerith's place at the Sector 5 slums. Or Sector 5, near the Sector 5 church, you know what I mean.
Have my devices piqued your curiosity? They are essential to my studies of the planet.
What are you doing over here? Are you an unpaid intern? I sure hope you're not unpaid.
While that may appear to be little more than a glistening mineral at a glance, it is in fact a crystallized collection of our planet's memories.
Yeah, it do be that way. The raw materia. Very raw.
We've all been worried.
Raw is in awesome, the slang term raw.
Chiefly among us.
Do you recognize that little scamp? I'll have you know that in his childhood, Nanaki was quite a handful.
Oh, that Nanaki. Oh, nice. I do love all these antiques that Bugenhagen has here.
That is one of the first Mako detectors ever built. Though I suspect it can't detect much now.
Yeah, I suspect not.
That right there is a type of a current generator. It harnesses the power of the wind to produce new airflows of its own. Perhaps you've encountered them before during your travels.
My sword looks like a machine blade. I can't really describe how, but like the very top, those little circular pads remind me of like a machine blade. Look at these. Planet's Mercy.
You won't find a larger telescope on the planet. With it, you can see to the edge of the galaxy. There's no better view of the stars than through this scope. But the lens could do with some cleaning. My apologies.
You gotta get on that, bro. Gotta get on that right now. I think I've examined basically everything.
That again, huh?
That's...
The planet crying out. A sorrowful dirge indeed. One I've heard all too often of late.
The Dirge of
This proving allows
Cerberus.
us on the surface to hear the inner voice of the planet.
What we just heard didn't come from the planet, though. That was definitely the voice of a weapon.
You seem awfully sure of yourself, miss.
Because we saw them with our own eyes. 2 in the Corral and Gungaga reactors. They were loud and huge.
A fascinating account, were it true. However, such grand delusions could be a sign of Mako poisoning. Do see a doctor.
Excuse me?
Oh. Yes. That would do them some good. Judging from everything you've said, the 3 of you are unfamiliar with basic planetology. But it is never too late to learn. Please, come with me.
You're delusional. Go see a doctor about that. There's no shot you saw those weapons. Anyway, this is one of the best looking cutscenes of this game. Very FF10 Seymour Mansion-esque cutscene we're about to have here.
Our planetarium. While the Shinra building features the latest iteration, this particular one is my original design. Now then, without further ado... This is only the beginning.
The shooting star!
Planetology is not simply the study of the cosmos and the celestial bodies that dwell in it. Rather, it is a quest to comprehend the cyclical nature of life. Behold, the planet we call home. It was from its soil, so teeming with life, that mankind was born. And like all living things, man is fated to die. So, what happens next? The body withers and returns to the planet. But what of the mind, the spirit, the soul? Much like its former vessel, it too returns whence it came. To the great river where all intertwine and circle the planet without end. A cycle of continuous convergence and divergence. The ceaseless ebb and flow that is the life stream.
I remember seeing that movie.
An
Divergence.
outlet,
Good movie.
though it is as much a reservoir as it is a stream, being the sum of the planet's spiritual energy. It is the very essence of our star, the blood coursing through its planetary veins. And if ever that essence were to be entirely depleted, of course, these are but basic principles of planetology.
So you're saying that Mako is spiritual energy, which we're using up?
Just so. Siphoned from the planet and processed for industry, that energy can no longer fulfill its true purpose. It is fated to fuel man's machinery, then fade away.
Okay, but does it actually fade away? I mean, what if it doesn't? What if it just returns to the life stream in a different form? Is that possible?
A novel theory, suggestive of a lack of understanding. However, that can be overcome with time and education.
You rang?
Please escort this young lady to our seminar room, would you?
Right this way. Okay.
Hey, can I come?
We don't have doctors to provide, so we'll provide a seminar for her. That'll help her get over her delusions.
Got a question. Planet runs out of energy. It and everything on it dies, right?
Yes.
There any way to avoid this? Like, making the spiritual energy stronger?
Why are you asking me such things? I'm sorry. I've come to realize that I'm somewhat stuck in the past. We've entered an era in which humanity exerts unprecedented influence over its environs. And as both the planet and society evolve, so too must science. And yet it seems that I cannot. Perhaps I'm much too old of a dog to learn any new tricks.
Nah, that statement's false. I mean, look at Rowan from Tales of Xillia. He's learning lots of new tricks. All those spell casts and arts and art tuning and etc. Fun. I got the planet Splendor because I'm splendid.
A warm welcome to you.
Warm welcome to you too.
Thanks so much for taking such great care of Nanaki for us. Fellow Bugenhagen instructed me to let you take anything you think might prove useful on your journey. Check out the storeroom when you have a chance.
Does the storeroom have like anything good? I don't remember. I think it just has like a lot of materials which are useless to us because we don't have this is chapter select. We don't really need materials. Maybe you just have to come here. I don't recall. And they do have some of the planet's favor here. And whatever this is. Cosmotite ore. No, give me the... Thank you. Even if it's not even going in my pocket because I already have the max amount of all that. Alright, cool. I think that's just for some extra materials. It's more useful when you're like playing the game for the first time instead of like an NG+. Like this is.
If we've anything to fear, it is not our fellow man, nor any creature big or small.
I don't know what you're saying right now. Bum. Away from the observatory. Ah, Yuffie.